Hey, what's up guys, Mitch HD here, and I'm going to be reviewing the Singapore Airlines A340-500 in the old livery with the leadership logo on it. This is made by JC Wings at a 1 to 200 scale. Check the description in case you missed anything in this video. My Facebook and Twitter links will also be down in the description. I bought this model off eBay. I usually buy off retailers like Easy Toys and Jetway models, but I was a bit late in for the pre-order, and so I knew there'd be some available in the end. They're pretty much almost all gone now, but I had to get it off eBay, and it was a bit cheaper in the end. I got off a trusted seller, someone that I've ordered through before. If you've ever seen my Virgin America A320 video, that was the same person I ordered that from. So yeah, great seller, and everything was all good. So this is my 6th A340 model, and it's my 6th Singapore Airlines model. Some information about Singapore Airlines. The operations base is out of Airport House in Singapore. Main hub is Changi Airport. They founded on the 1st of May 1947 as Malayan Airways, and their fleet as of the 11th of December 2015 consists of 108 aircraft, not including cargo. They had a total of 22 A340s, 17 were A340-300s, and 5 were A340-500s. They serve 64 destinations worldwide in 35 countries on 6 continents, on the 6 inhabited continents. The A340-500s had 2 of the world's longest routes, and they only flew them from Singapore Changi to Los Angeles International Airport and Newark Airport. And Newark being the former longest flight in the world. Los Angeles was 7,621 nautical miles, or 14,114 kilometers. That took 18 hours and 5 minutes. Newark was 8,285 nautical miles, or 15,344 kilometers. That took 18 hours and 50 minutes. The last A340-500 flight took place on the 23rd of November 2013 from Newark Airport to Singapore Changi as SQ21. This aircraft's first flight was on the 11th of November 2003 and was delivered to Singapore on the 31st of December 2003, and it was the first A340-500 to enter their fleet. It was withdrawn from use on the 24th of September 2013, and ever since the 28th of October 2013 it has been stored, so if I get the pronunciation wrong, it's been stored at Tarbes Lourdes Pyrenees International Airport in France. And the Airbus engine designation code for the A340-500 is 41. Okay, so let's take a look around the box here. So we've got A340-500, Singapore Airlines. Picture the 2 models, because there were 2 in this release. This is the one I got for this review. I've also got this one, which I'll be doing in the next review. But this, as you can see, it's the old livery, and got the leadership logo at the front there. 1 to 200 scale die-cast aircraft model. On the back, just not much. Just the warnings, JC Wings logo, link to the Facebook page. Top of the box, as you can see, that's the one in their current livery, and this is the one I got for this review. Okay, so let's take a look inside the box. The box kind of looks a bit, it's just this corner that took the brunt of the posty people, but it didn't harm the model. Alright guys, the model is now out of the box. Just before I move on to the aircraft, I just want to say that both horizontal stabilizers on this model were separated in the box, so they weren't attached to the model. As I said, before, the box took the brunt of the postie, being shipped over here, not the model. And the reason I'm saying that is because 2 other models of mine, the Singapore A350 that you can see in the background, that had one horizontal stabilizer not glued on either, and my other Singapore A340-500 that that will be in the next review, that had one of them off. So I had to glue them all back on, and they all happen to be Singapore Airlines, so I don't think it's a postie issue. I just think that they haven't properly glued them down and checked them at the the factory where they make the models. So I just want to point that out. If you see that, I don't think it's a postie issue. I just think it's just lately they haven't been checking them before they've been going out. But anyway, let's get on to the model. And they're not that difficult to glue down either. What I recommend though is don't use a glue that sets straight away. Use a glue that takes or doesn't become sticky or hard in a few seconds. Use one that takes a few minutes before it starts to really bond with the other surface. So use a slow drying glue. That's what I recommend. Okay, anyway, we'll start here with the cockpit windows, window wipers, pitot tube, static ports, Star Alliance logo because they're a member of Star Alliance, which is a group of 27 airlines. GA on the gear door there, part of the registration number. A340-500 and the leadership logo. So I'll tell you what the leadership logo is about. It was applied due to their Rare 2 class A340-500 configuration of business and premium economy, comprising of 189 seats, but this was actually before they switched to the 100-seat business class configuration. And continuing down, on the reason, should mention the reason they switched to 100-seat business class instead of maybe more, because there's more room in business class, so there's going to be less seats anyway. But the reason they used it is not just because of the space it takes up, but because of the weight of the actual business class seats themselves, and what they come with, and so they're really heavy. And that's also another factor why they limited it to 100 only. So we have the Singapore Airlines titles, Singapore flag because they are the flag carrier, one of the flag carriers of Singapore. Inboard landing light. Got the nice Singapore Airlines logo on the engine. That's one thing I do miss about Singapore Airlines. I like the position of the titles on their new livery because I don't like it in the middle, but I do miss their logo on the engines. So anyway, these engines are Rolls-Royce Trent 553-61 engines. Really nicely detailed engine. Also got the little slightly flat at the bottom, so it doesn't, I guess it's like the 737, so it doesn't can't touch the ground. Can't pick up much dust and water into the engine as well. Got the engine strake on the inside of the engine nacelle. Engine blades do spin. Oops, accidentally knocked the model with the camera, sorry about that. This one spins, and number 4 engine spins as well. Alright, so let's bring it back over here and continuing along the leading edge. We have the red navigation light and the winglet. Back onto the fuselage. Registration number 9V SGA or 9 Victor Sierra Golf Alpha. Then we have the Singapore Airlines logo on the tail. Just explain to you their logo. The Singapore Airlines logo is a bird inspired by silver kris, which comes from the keris, a dagger from Southeast Asia prominently featured in the region's myth and folklore. Okay, now to the APU. Here's the APU exhaust, very nicely detailed. Got the little pieces sticking out for the strobe light details. Okay, back at the cockpit windows, this time on the starboard side. So cockpit windows, pitot tube, static ports, Star Alliance logo, part of the registration on the gear door, Airbus A340-500 leadership logo, front cargo container door, Singapore Airlines titles and Singapore flag, inboard landing light, Rolls-Royce Trent 500 engine, or engines, and there we have the green navigation light with the winglet. Back onto the fuselage, rear cargo container door, don't see a bulk bin door, registration number and the logo on the tail. Okay, so let's take a look underneath the aircraft now. So we have the nose gear, two antennas, these two triangle shaped things, and these ones as well. They're knacker ducts. There's a beacon light, hole for the stand, main gears, gear doors. Underneath the wing, flaps, slats, ailerons. Underneath the engine there, nice detailing. Now on this side it's basically the same, but with the registration number. Continuing down, we have an antenna right there and the APU housing. Antenna, SATCOM, anti-collision light, two ADF antennas, flap slats, ailerons and spoilers. The engines. This right here, forgot what these are called again. They'll come back to me. I know what they are, but this right here sticking off this one, that's the fuel dump valve, and we've got the, I think that's a nose step. That's the best I can get. Not sure what they say, but they're probably their nose step warnings. All the same on this side. Okay, continuing down, we have an antenna, another antenna, horizontal stabilizers, the grey dot on each side. Those are the logo lights that light up the tail at night time. Okay. Alright, so I don't need to show you guys the seating. There's no need to, I'll just tell you. When this aircraft left the fleet, it only had business class, as I said before, 100 flatbed seats, rows 11 to 12, 14 to 38, so that's the entire plane, and they were in a 1-to-1 configuration. Okay, so some features. Rolling landing gear, they actually roll quite well. As you can see, the front one, it's sort of if I'd roll it, see it moves back and forth a little bit, but it's okay, it's not going to come out. The front gear does swivel, and main gears tilt. You can't really see them, but they're tilting with the aircraft. Okay, now I'll show you guys the stand. So it's a basic JC wing stand. You've got the plaque, Singapore Airlines A340-500, scale 1 to 200. The wooden base, the blue film, which I'll take off now, protects the metal on the back. Once you take it off, get the nice shiny metal back, and the padding on top of the stand, so you don't scratch the model underneath. Okay, it's not sitting fully on, but it seems like it's all the way down. So I'm going to trust it. Okay. And of course, the magnetic removable gears come off very easily, and they go back on very easily. Here we go. And if you want it in the in-flight position on the stand, as always you get the gear doors to go with it. Alright, so this is pretty much it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Comment, tell me what you think of the model, tell me if you're going to get it, or tell me if you've already got it. Subscribe for more. I have the next Singapore A340-500 review in their current livery to do. I've just put up 5 unboxing videos on YouTube, so go check those out. They range from the Cathay 747-8 through the Singapore A350-900. And then I've also got another shipment of the Gemini Jet's November releases, which will arrive probably next week. So I'll probably get to those next week. And then I have the Q&A video I've got to do for my 2,000 subscribers, which I'm almost at 2,000, which has been really quick. I think it's been about 2 weeks, and I'm already almost at 2,000. So that video will be out soon as well. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.